Hey everybody, Roland Smith here with Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. As you can see, I've got you out here in the old skinning shed. And as you can probably tell, we've got a bobcat laying in front of us. So if you're squeamish, if you're soft, if you're sensitive, if you're a snowflake, go ahead and click off this video. Now, if you're watching this video for educational purposes, I'm going to go from point A to point B, from the catch to the final product. Now, I'm no professional fur handler. I don't claim to be. I don't trap for commercial use. I trap for my own personal use. And I'm self-taught. And I've made a lot of mistakes and got a lot more mistakes to make. But now, having said that, when it comes to fur handling, the only way you're going to get anywhere in fur handling is to do the hands-on. Sometimes it's rough, it's a lot of work, but the payoff is in great dividends. Having said that, I made my first cuts. Now, if I was going to use this fur for a taxidermy mount, that would dictate the cuts that I make. If I'm going to use this for a wall hanger, that would dictate the cuts that I make. It being early in the season, 15 days in, still will dictate the cuts that I make, because I don't know, this may be the last bobcat of the season that I catch. Then again, this could be one of many that I catch this year. We're allowed 5 in the state of Kentucky, and this is number 2. So let's get right into this. The first set of cuts that I make is below the pad. What I do is I go around the leg, simply cutting away the membrane separating the fur. Now, if you're going to sell this hide for commercial use, that's how they grade that hide, by the cuts that you make. And if you're going to use it for personal use, if you make a miscut, you can repair that cut easily. And as you can see, both the back paws down, there's a tendon right here, and what I'll do is I'll bring that fur beyond that tendon, then I'll cut that tendon and we'll hang him. I'll have to move the camera here in a minute. I'll try not to jostle it too bad, but it is what it is. I'll try not to make it too long. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the mouth of the cat with a razor knife. Makes it easier to use the head or to bring the fur off the head. Now, like I said, if you're going to sell this cat or trade this cat or take this cat to a taxidermist, that alone will dictate the cuts that you make. But it being, like I said, being early in season, I want to use everything that I can from this cat. Now, what I'll do, I'm gonna go around his mouth. When I separate the fur from the hide, it just makes it easier to keep his nose. And when I hang him, I'll move the camera up some. That way we've got a better view of everything. Yeah, there we go. There we go. up again the upper lip. This is not going to be a taxidermy mount. So, having said all that, hangers are up there. Let me get the camera and get you set up over here where we can see better of what's going on. There we go. Split him right on down toward the vent on the back of the leg. Working everything down as you go. Gravity will help you take the fur off. You want to be real easy. It's better to flesh the membrane off if you get in a big hurry. As far as using the blade to do your cuts, you'll ruin the fur. Trust me, I have destroyed a lot of fur when it comes to learning the hard way. Okay. Now, what you want to do is go right up beside the vent, and cut. You can either go down or up. It doesn't really matter. Just get a little bit more of that off. There we go. There we go. Yeah. If you'll tuck your hand under the hide and pull it back. And let me tell you, the male bob, they're as far as the smell, they are bad. Bad, bad, bad. Bad, bad. There we go. There we go, there we go. Right up toward the vent. Right up toward the vent. Pulling everything down. Now, go right up the tail. You can insert the blade, either or, right up by the vent, keeping away from that vent. There we go, yeah, worked out perfect. There we go. Go right up the tail, being real easy. Like I said, it being early in season, I want to utilize every bit of this fur. Right on up the tail. Be real careful. Real careful. Now, pull and pull. Go right in the midsection, separating the membrane. Don't worry about the flesh that you have on your hide. You're better off using the flashing knife to get rid of any unwanted fat. Now, what we want to do now is we want to swap out legs. There we go. Here we go. I've dropped a few cats before in my lifetime. Now, go right down this leg, making a cut down toward the vent. And that'll separate everything. Working the fur as you go now. You just don't want to make one big slice. Down from the ankle down to the vent. You want to work that fur as you go. Okay. Keep working on down toward the vent. Like I said, the male, as far as the scent, the male is a lot worse than the female. Don't try to be in no big hurry, because you ain't on nobody's clock. You know what I'm saying? You run on your own time when it comes to skinning. Stop right there. Come back around toward the vent. Insert the knife up by the vent. You don't want to do it that vent, trust me. You don't want to ruin this fur now. It's early season, 15 days in, and this could be the last cat of the season. And you want to utilize everything that you got, wasting nothing. Okay, now, let me get this started. Right down to there. Okay, make sure you've got a good separation right here. I'm sure there's professionals out there that's probably laughing, thinking, dude, it's taking you forever to skin a cat. That's all fine and dandy though. Now they're real thin on the belly, thick on the back, of course. Like I said, don't worry about the meat. Don't worry about the meat that you leave on the hide itself. Fleshing knife take care of that. You don't want to get too excited. And this cat's lean. Now right back in here, what you want to do, where that tail is, you want to cut. You want to cut as much back in beyond that tail area. When you put your finger through there, you can pull that off and the tail come right off. You don't want to waste nothing. Cut as far as you can back in there, not cutting the fur. Poking your finger through behind the tail. Making sure that you've got all of the meat cut, the hide cut, all up to the tip of the tail, because you don't want to waste nothing. Nothing. There we go. There's tail. Now, come right around the front, right here, right next to the midsection, and cut across. You don't want to cut into his guts now. And like I said, they're super thin right here. I mean super thin. See where we're at now. You don't want to mess nothing up. You don't want to get too excited. Keep an eyeball on where you are. Keep your eyes right where you are, because you don't want to get too excited, make miscuts. You don't want no mislicks in the fur. There we go. There we go. Yes, yes. Okay. Now, like I said, if you was going to use that fur for a mount, that would dictate exactly where your cuts are. You can take your knife and get rid of this. I don't want this video to be too long, so may cut it short. It's already 19 minutes into the video. If this was a deer, cape it and be done with it. But it really wouldn't matter about the fur. If this matters, there's an inch wound to dispatch. Or exit 1-1. Looks like an exit. Yeah, it's exit. Yeah. Flashing, not a problem. But I'll go ahead and work on this thing. Get this thing broke all the way down. And then I'll do a video on the flashing aspect of it all. But turned out pretty good. This Roland Smith Mountain Bushcrafters lights. And as always, go farther, stay longer. Catch you out in the field.